Sadly, in the earliest days of my Christian life, I came across a lot of shockingly bad theology. I remember somebody saying, well, what do you do to speak in tongues? You practice. So you start to make these different sounds, or you take a phrase like the Lord is King and you replace all the vowels with A, so you end up with Thalarada, Sakanaga. And just thought, well, this is rubbish. This is just self-delusion. Self-delusion. And then I saw a guy on the cable TV a while ago now, and he was talking about how he spoke in tongues all the time. And then he had a phone call from somebody who said, oh, I've never spoken in tongues. And the expert in the studio just said, oh Lord, give him the gift of tongues. And I just said, well, haven't you read 1 Corinthians 14 and 1 Corinthians 12 and the other passages that deal with the gifts? There's so many gifts, I don't know how many there are, spiritual gifts. God gives them to his church for the building up of his church. We haven't all got the same gift. So to say to the Lord, Lord, give him that gift of tongues, I think the Lord knows how to give his gifts out, doesn't he? And also, in 1 Corinthians 14, Paul says, well, I spoke in tongues more than any of you, which suggests, A, that Paul didn't speak in tongues all the time, and certainly the others didn't. They couldn't just turn it on and off like a tap. Seems to me there are three views of the spiritual gifts. One that says we're still in Acts chapter 29, I think carries on like it did in the book of Acts in the New Testament, with prophecy, tongues and healings and so on. The other view, the cessation view, no, it's all stopped with the age of the apostles. But there's a third way, which I, as it happens, go for, where God is sovereign. I can't see any reason why the gifts should have ceased. God can, and I believe does, from time to time, according to his good pleasure, give gifts to his church for the building up of the church, so that they'll bring praise and honour to him.